The challenges associated with advancing student growth and achievement in the K-5 classroom are numerous both in number and variety. As any teacher from this arena will attest, there is no one-size-fits-all approach to increased student performance simply because there is no such thing as a standardized student. Students invariably enter the classroom at disparate levels of readiness to approach the content being presented to them in a given year. Indeed, a fifth-grade mathematics classroom may have students enrolled whose learning levels in mathematics span from kindergarten through 8th grade. The challenges associated with this reality are further complicated when the students in a particular school or classroom come from challenging socioeconomic situations and the school itself is drastically underfunded and thus ill-equipped to provide the in-depth support necessary to bridge such learning disparities. How then are these underfunded schools, which serve these underprivileged populations, to go about the task of closing these ever-widening achievement gaps? This was the very question asked by Dara Holt, the curriculum director for Valdosta City Schools in southern Georgia. The Valdosta City School District serves just over 8,000 students, 71% of whom are African American, 21.9% of whom are Caucasian, and 100% of whom qualify for free or reduced lunch due to the high levels of poverty in the district. During the 2013-2014 school year, S.L. Mason Elementary School, one of 5 elementary schools in the Valdosta City School District, began piloting a blended learning math curriculum purchased through the company Dreambox. S.L. Mason Elementary is itself a Title I school, denoting its status as a high-poverty school. Prior to the implementation of its blended learning curriculum in 2013, S.L. Mason was considered one of the district's worst underperforming schools, particularly in mathematics. At the beginning of the 2013-2014 school year, 3rd and 5th grade students at S.L. Mason were exposed to the Dreambox blended learning curriculum, specifically utilizing the intervention tools offered through the curriculum. These tools were designed to provide students with contextually relevant digital math content via customized instructional paths designed to assess a student's current level, provide appropriate intervention content delivered in small group and individual format, generate useful data to teachers to assist them in providing needed face-to-face interventions and auxiliary learning opportunities, as well as provide students and teachers with a running log of student achievement and growth. At the end of the first year of implementation, S.L. Mason's student proficiency on Georgia's year-end 3rd and 5th grade standardized mathematics assessments increased by 12 percentile points and 10 percentile points respectively. This outpaced the growth in the rest of the district and was directly correlated to S.L. Mason's implementation of the blended learning curriculum. Over the next 4 years, each of the elementary schools in the Valdosta City School District implemented the Dreambox curriculum into their own classrooms. They began utilizing built-in digital screening assessments 3 times each school year, each time noting a district-wide increase in mathematics performance, largely attributed to the implementation of the blended learning curriculum. In an effort to expand on its success, the Valdosta City School District has begun partnering with local boys and girls clubs to offer after-school access to the Dreambox software to those students who do not have internet connections at home and are therefore otherwise relegated to utilizing the curriculum only during school hours. Additionally, the participating schools have begun offering a breakfast club, where students are able to access the curriculum on campus during their breakfast time. As a district, Valdosta City Schools experiences a teacher attrition rate higher than the state and national average. In offering teachers opportunities to become content experts in a successful system of blended learning, the district hopes to reduce the number of teachers vacating the district each year. To wit, frequent teacher trainings are made available on the proper implementation, utilization, and enrichment of the technology in the classroom. Furthermore, beginning in 2017, the district began hosting an annual Professional Learning Day, which encourages teachers to onboard additional components of the Dreambox technology and, in doing so, become resources to other educators at their respective sites as it pertains to the implementation of the technology. Based on the learning theories and research studied in our blended learning environments class thus far, the implementation of blended learning curriculum in the Valdosta City School District is praiseworthy in its focus on individualized learning paths, technology-driven instruction, data collection and subsequent instructional modification, assessment, and teacher engagement and training. Questions remain, however, regarding the models with which the district is implementing the technology and whether the students are getting the most out of the content based on those models. For instance, the case mentioned that students utilize the technology for a minimum of 45 minutes per week. However, what is not mentioned in the case is whether the students rotate through the technology in conjunction with other relevant face-to-face instruction and activities, or what manner of student choice is provided to increase engagement and buy-in. Additionally, the case study offers little in the way of information regarding the specific ways in which the teachers utilize the data garnered through the Dreambox screening assessments. One can assume that based on the performance increases that the data is being used in some context, though the specifics remain a mystery. Finally, no mention is made as to whether or not the students get to engage in any sort of reflective learning. The case does mention that the students are able to see their own progress through various performance standards. However, it mentions nothing about how the students utilize that knowledge or whether that knowledge is put to use in individualized student goal setting and reflection. It is possible that the district has implemented these practices into their overall blended learning environment, and that the case, which was compiled by the Dreambox company in a testimonial format, simply left them out as they do not serve as strictly marketable features of the product. However, in general, the numbers do show that the Valdosta County School District has increased elementary mathematics performance through the use of the digital curriculum, and that is a good place to start.